kick off week 6, my first lock of the week, it's going to be the Dolphins over the Panthers. The Panthers, hey, man, you're probably going to end up with the top 3 pick, and that's honestly not the worst thing in the world. You can use that top 3 pick to get a wide receiver for Bryce Young or to get some protection on the O-line for Bryce Young. They don't have pick this year, don't they?
I hate to break it, but the Panthers actually don't have their pick. That's the Bears pick, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the Bears pick. So they have no first round pick this year. Second round pick, but not a first.
So yeah, they might be fucked. Yeah, there's not much more to say. Good luck this Sunday, Carolina. That's my first lock. Dolphins over the Panthers. My second lock of the week. Give me the Jags over the Colts. Now, y'all probably think to yourself, wait a minute, didn't the Colts win this past Sunday against Saints? Yes, they did. Zach Moss had a really good game. The Jags, I think the Jags really turned it around when they needed to. Like I said, this was really when they needed against the Bills this past week. Now they get to go back home against the Colts, and for some weird reason, there's just always bad juju in the air when the Colts come down to Jacksonville, Duval County. They have not won there since 2015. I was in high school when the last time the Colts won in Jacksonville. So Gardner Minshew is starting as well. Gardner Minshew's not a bad backup quarterback, but I don't think that he's going to do anything to help the Colts win. So that's why I think the Jags have got this game in the bag. That's my second lock of the week. Then for my shock of the week, give me the Chargers over the Cowboys on Monday Night Football. I don't know if the Chargers realize this or if Brandon Staley realizes this. The AFC West is kind of wide open right now. Like the Chiefs aren't looking too what's the word? They're not looking like the Chiefs. Let's just say that. The Broncos are the Broncos, and the Raiders are what they are. This division is wide open for the Chargers to take. 2-2, you have to take this division by the throat right now. If you're Los Angeles, and you do that by being good teams. You have to beat good teams if you want to be considered an elite team in this league. Justin Herbert, if you want to be considered and solidified as a top 5 quarterback, go out this Monday night, take care of business against a Cowboys team that is really looking to get their lick back, looking to blow off some steam after getting their I'll say something crazy. After almost getting destroyed by the 49ers this past Sunday night. So that's my shock of the week. Give me Chargers over Cowboys.
For my first lock of the week, I'm going to go with the Chiefs over the Broncos. That's Thursday Night Football. It looked like Kelsey probably won't play, but the Broncos are still a mess. And I think the Chiefs are going to run them over, honestly. For my second lock, I'm going to go with the Dolphins over the Panthers. The Panthers are a mess. They are screwed. They don't even have their pick. Honestly, they probably won't win more than 3 or 4 games, honestly. They're going to be like right there in the top 3 picks, which is going to belong to the Bears. So that's going to be my second lock. And for my upset of the week, I'm going with the Bucks over the Lions. Isn't Tampa Bay that game? The Lions are favorite on the road. And I feel like that game is low-key going to be a pretty good game. That's a 4 o'clock game, late afternoon. I think the Bucks are playing pretty good football, honestly. And I think they're probably going to escape with a late second field goal, I think. It will be like a 26-23 type of game, honestly.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume everybody went with the most obvious, which is the Dolphins over the Panthers. I actually put a score here, 56-16. I think this is gonna be an absolute blowout. I'm actually surprised that the Dolphins didn't score more points on the Giants as I thought they would. But with that being said, like we said earlier, the Panthers don't have a first round pick this season, so they're not gonna be able to draft a wide receiver. PC they can trade for a wide receiver, which has been all the reports that we've been hearing. So I do think they'll trade for a wide receiver. Who it will be, I do not know. But yeah, I think even if they get a wide receiver one, just like Gianni said, I think this is a team that's not winning any more than 3 or 4 games this season. And yeah, like and like we said earlier, they don't have a first round pick. So even if they do happen to get in the first top 3 picks, it won't matter because they're not gonna have that pick that belongs to the Bears. So yeah, so I think Dolphins 56-16 over the Panthers. My second lock was the 49ers over the Browns, 33-28. The Browns have a really good defense. A lot of people are not talking about it for whatever reason. Myles Garrett, one of the best defenders in the league, if not the best defender in the league. I think this would be a pretty close game. Last game that we saw Deshaun Watson, he looked pretty good. Hopefully he'll be able to pick up that momentum and keep that going on in this game against the 49ers. But unfortunately for him, it won't matter because it is the 49ers, who I think is the best team in the NFL. And for my shock, I actually went with PC with the Chargers over the Cowboys. 42-39. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I understand not the Dolphins, but the Cowboys have an elite defense. I don't think it's going to matter this game. I think the Chargers are going to have no problem putting up points because they're just that high octane of an offense. Excuse me. So like I said, I think they'll be able to put points on everybody. I think it's going to happen to the Cowboys, but like I said, I think the Cowboys offensively just getting blowed out last night with the 49ers. I think they'll have something to show. They'll want to come out next week showing that they can put up points as well. And I think they will put up a lot of points, but I think that the Chargers are going to win by a field goal in the final seconds of this game, 42-39. So Dolphins over Panthers, 49ers over Browns, and Chargers over Cowboys. Dezzy, I was going to pick the Bills, but you will not embarrass me again. I picked y'all last week and y'all lost. So thank you.
Chiefs over Broncos. You already see the Broncos are trash. Patrick Surtain is going to be traded. They're going to trade their entire team. And,
sorry, bro, but honestly, Tolu, you do that to troll me, and you know I'm going to react to it. PS2 is not getting traded, brother. Stop saying that. Stop. It's not happening.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. But anyways, that's my first lock of the week. My second lock of the week, I'm gonna go with the Niners over the Browns, even though the Browns have a good defense. Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, they got a good D-line. I still think Christian McCaffrey's just going to feast over them because, the Christian McCaffrey's the best running back in the NFL, probably an MVP candidate, probably the MVP of the entire NFL. But if he was a quarterback, everybody would give him recognition. But because he's a running back, nobody cares. But that's a different discussion. So my second lock is going to be the 49ers over the Browns. My upset of the week is going to be the Seattle Seahawks over the Cincinnati Bengals, because that Seattle secondary, I'm telling you, that Seattle Seahawks secondary is going to lock up Jamar Chase. They're going to lock him up. He was doing that tweet on Twitter saying, "Oh, I'm always open with that stupid cringy 7-Eleven tweet. You're cringe, Jamar Chase. You're cringe for that. That was cringy. Don't ever post that again." Now, I'm telling you right now, Devon Witherspoon is probably going to be defensive rookie of the year. That man is special. Rip Wallen is special. I'm telling you that Seattle Seahawks secondary is going to lock up Jamar Chase. He did all that. He was talking all that drivel, all that nonsense against the Arizona Cardinals. Just wait. Once he gets locked up by that Seattle Seahawks secondary, he's going to be complaining to the media, talk about I'm always open. Man, shut your corny ass up, Jamar Chase. You haven't went up against a real secondary. And when you go up against a real secondary in Seattle, you're going to get locked up and you're going to lose.
I just want to say this. First of all, that was a bunch of BS of what you just said. Second of all, I respect your. Cool. That's great. That's great. But I just want to say I respect your dedication. So PC, I respect his dedication so much to the fact that he's literally purposely going to lose this whole lock and shock thing and the charity thing and whatever we're doing just because you cannot get the Bengals hate out your heart. You're going to. That was a terrible pick.
How is that a terrible pick?
Jalen Carter is a defensive player.
Have a good secondary. They're going to lock him up. They have a great secondary. Have you not seen their secondary? Have you not seen
Jamar Chase in the NFL for like the entire 2-3 years he's been in?
Against the Cardinals. Ooh, he did against the Cardinals.
Oh my God! All right, man. PC, Dezzy, go ahead. I can't. I just can't, bro.
You guys love Jamar Chase so much. He did it against the Cardinals.
He's a top 3 wide receiver in the league.
Okay.
Top 5 wide receiver in the league, actually. Not top 3, top 5.
We got it. Okay. It's over. Okay. So for my first lock of the week, seems to be very popular on the last two. The Niners over the Browns. Deshaun Watson, Kevin Stefanski came out and said that Deshaun Watson, he cleared him to play, but he's still rehabbing So I'm not understanding. He said he missed practice today because of his rehabbing, but he said that he was ready. So yeah, I'm not thinking that Deshaun is where they want him to be. I feel like they probably will force him to play, and it's gonna look really, really, really bad for the Browns. So yes, give me the Niners over the Browns. My next lock, I'm going with the Bills over the Giants. We both have suffered a lot of injuries, but the Giants, they're just worse off. And once again, their quarterback is looking like he's not about to play. And I'm not really sure what's going on with Tyrod, but I know he got hurt as well. So yeah, it's not looking good. The Giants O-line is terrible. And with all of our players coming back on our D-line next week, it's not going to be good for whoever is behind the Giants O-line. And for my shock of the week, I'm going with Arizona over the Rams. Arizona, they are a very scrappy team, as I like to say. I like what I see from Arizona. Arizona gives me, they will knock you out the playoffs just because they can't go vibes. The Rams looked pretty good against Philly yesterday, but Washington did as well. And we all know what happened to Washington on Thursday. So give me the Cardinals over.
Hey guys, this is PC here, the co-host, director, editor, you get the point. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to like it, of course, and subscribe while you're at it. It would mean a whole lot to me. And make sure to check out the audio EPs that are always going to be in the description below.